Yeah.
New York, but friendly.
Yeah.
New York, there is no friendly.
It's been a rough day.
A rough day, you know.
It's been a rough day so far. It's all gonna go away in one big wine haze.
Cheers. What is up, everybody? We have just landed in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and today we only have about 8 hours of a layover. And we're gonna make the full use of it and try to see as much of the city as possible and hopefully show you some of the cool sights that are in this beautiful city called the Paris of South America.
We're stopping over here on our way to Montevideo in Uruguay. So it's our end destination, but with the 8 hours, let's see what we can see.
Step number one is to get a cab. Luckily, we've ended up at the airport that's closest to the city, so it should really just be a 10-minute ride to our first destination. And while we wait for a taxi, you can use this app called Cabify in Argentina. It's much better than Uber from what I've heard in Buenos Aires. We're just waiting for our guide. We'll be here in 6 minutes. The number seems correct.
Okay. Gracias.
Okay. So we do have to cover one thing. We were in Buenos Aires for almost 10 days prior to us. If you've seen our videos from Patagonia, we were here before. We were just completely sick. Like, we had some sort of virus.
Yeah, we're here for 2 weeks and we saw almost nothing. So now we're gonna try to cram in 2 weeks worth of sightseeing into 8 hours. I'm just afraid that there's not enough time to do this.
The hope is to see some of the sights, but also some of the food. So there's definitely some food incoming in this video.
I think we're gonna stop by San Telmo Market at some point today, and really, we'll leave the rest of it to a surprise for you.
All right, quick update. We entered the wrong address in the app for the taxi, so I realized we were not going to Plaza de Mayo, we were going to Plaza Mayor, which is 2 different plazas. That's what happens when you're in a hurry to get a cab. Doesn't look like we'll have enough time to catch the plaza right now, so...
So we'll go back to that later, but right now we're actually sitting right alongside the widest avenue in the world. It has like 16 lanes of traffic. It takes like probably a good minute and a half to cross. It's pretty crazy. And there are so many different monuments and stuff along the way. So I think we're just gonna enjoy the walk to the theater from where we got dropped off along this avenue.
Okay, we're walking down Avenida 9 de Julio.
So a lot of these streets in Argentina in general, they have their names as dates of important things that have happened in history. So I find that to be really interesting. But it is a very massive
It's a massive
highway.
Yes.
Oh, avenue, sorry.
It's almost
avenue.
459 feet.
And this is Rishi sitting in the middle of the avenue, literally right in front of this obelisk.
I really hope
And
I clear
he's
this obelisk.
flying his drone. It looks pretty cool. You guys can see that little preview.
We are heading to our next spot. It's called Teatro Colón.
We are actually doing something pretty special, so we're not just going to show you the outside, we're going to go inside.
It is one of the top 4 opera houses in the world.
We arranged for a tour that's supposed to start at 1:30.
Well, we've ended up in this park right next to the theater. It looks like there's some sort of a Thursday market going on. Maybe we'll walk through it before we go to the theater.
Yeah, it looks so cool. A lot of neat stuff. Uh-oh.
Man, I could eat all of it.
Hello.
It's a YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, small YouTube channel. Yeah.
Why
small.
not? In my heart.
What's the name of
Which
it?
one's your favorite?
Yeah, which one's your favorite? Yeah.
I like to say late.
Yeah. Ooh, there's the tabletta Nutella.
Everything is sent by way.
Okay.
So you just mix and match. Chocolate's always good.
Yeah, I know. Chocolate does sound really good.
Not a racist vibe.
Thank you. So what do you think?
I definitely want like some of this stuff.
Okay, we'll do 2 of those. I really want the Nutella, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, this is beautiful. Everything looks lovely.
What about the white chocolate?
You want to do the white chocolate? Okay, 2 of those.
Where are you from?
United States.
yeah.
Seattle. Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
We lived in New York for like 5 years, and then we moved to Seattle a couple years ago.
Mountains.
Mountains.
Mountain?
Yeah. So mountains, hiking. No, but Buenos Aires reminds me a lot of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has like
fast.
the same energy, like fast paced and everything. It's a beautiful city. Like I really like it. Are you from Buenos Aires?
It's more friendly here. It's plus,
Yeah.
like New York, but friendly.
Yeah.
New York, there is no friendly.
You just have to find them.
You have to find them. You usually have to work with them.
Yeah, what was your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Ilan.
Ilan? Rishi. Rishi.
7 and muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Oh, muy bonito, gracias.
Gracias.
Ciao.
Looks like we met the Elon of Argentina, who was a lot nicer than Elon Musk of America. But super nice guy, owns the shop.
Yeah, he's from Buenos Aires.
Not bad, huh? Not a bad living. I guess I'm gonna give this one a shot. I feel like I did need some chocolate because I was trying to get hangry. Chocolate is good.
This Nutella, like bar thing that they had, so good. It's definitely a little less sweet, but it's so
Uh-oh.
delicious.
I'm about to get killed here. So, yeah. Tried to go for our tour. I downloaded the tickets. Turns out either the computer messed up or I messed up. At some point, we bought the tickets for 11 a.m. and thought it was 1:30. So we showed up at 1:30 and they told us we can't get it.
So no tour and no refund on our tickets.
And I think we spent like $40 on these tickets.
So the times for English tour are 11 and 1:30. Our flight landed at 11:30, right? So there's no way we could have made the 11, which is why Rishi doesn't think he picked it.
Stuff happens when you travel.
Just sucks, man. Yeah, especially when you're trying to do things quickly. But I think we're gonna try to pick up our spirits a little bit and move on to another part of the city.
Yeah, maybe we'll take you to Plaza Mayo because we.
Instead of Plaza Mayor.
So the taxi, we picked the wrong destination, and the ticket, we picked the wrong time. So if you're not getting much value out of this, feel free to click that subscribe button. And like this video, please, because like...
It's been a rough day.
A rough day, you know.
It's been a rough day so far.
Let us in.
Let us in. Please. We bought our tickets. We paid the money.
We did everything except pick the right time. So...
We are now at San Telmo Market. This is a huge indoor market with tons of food options and lots of other cool shops. So we're a little bit further south from where we were in the city. It definitely feels like we're in an older part of the city with all the cobblestone streets and some of the older looking buildings. So I'm excited to check it out. I think
I'm going to say it's an old market.
1897 old.
1897.
There is a lot going on here. There are so many different types of vendors here, from like fruits and vegetables to restaurants to clothing to shoes. Like, it's just kind of crazy. The restaurants are pretty busy right now. There are a lot of people hanging out in that area. So it's really hard to kind of walk through there without this huge backpack getting in the way. What do you think so far?
There's a lot of people.
I think we got used to being recluses in the mountain and by the ocean, where it was really only us and nobody else. So city life is hard to adjust to.
It's also, we have these gigantic backpacks.
I know, I was showing that.
It's too much. It's too much in the market. We sat down at this restaurant that we saw everybody else eating. We ordered the most expensive dish they have, which is like a 300-gram steak and an egg on top of it with fries. And drinking is compulsory, so we're going to be drinking some wine.
Yes.
And it's only 2 p.m., so this vlog's going to improve from here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wine's here, finally. Wrong taxi, incorrect tickets at the theater, but wine's killing it.
It's gonna fix all of it. It's all gonna go away in one big wine haze.
Cheers. I'm sorry, anybody watching in India. So good. 10 out of 10 on that restaurant. It's called Bar de Pinchos. So if you're in this market, go to Bar de Pinchos. Anyways, we're saying goodbye to the Mercado. We're heading to Plaza de Mayo.
We are finally in the Plaza de Mayo. And there are a few different reasons for why this place is important. So it is one of the largest, if not the largest plazas in the city, but it also butts up against Casa Rosada. And Casa Rosada is the seat of Argentina's government. It's also where the president's office is. In the middle of the square, there is an obelisk that is meant to commemorate or mark the 1-year anniversary of Argentina's independence from Spain. But it has also historically been a place where there have been lots of protests and lots of activism. And there is one group of people that actually comes here every Thursday. Back in the 70s and 80s, during a dictatorship here, there was a movement that basically imprisoned and disappeared about 30,000 people in this country. So these people were folks who were activists, people speaking out against the government at the time, most of whom were never seen again. So they're here because it is actually Thursday. Again, to this day, these mothers have not seen their children. They have not heard any word from the government about what happened back in the 70s and 80s when their children disappeared and were never heard from again.